I've only got a front camera. I can't see. A back camera. I can't see. That'll do. Get out of the way, pussy. Okay. Ross's workout videos. Graphics. Yeah. Yeah. So, easiest. We'll just do like a full rundown of a few exercises because that's, you don't have to see a full workout from me, but I'll go through a few exercises. So, kettlebell. Floor in front of you, feet shoulder width apart. This is basically the start of a deadlift. This is going to be, turn this way so you can see. Let me pull my trousers up. Right, I'm in my gym outfit. Hands straight back, bend your knees, making sure your back's, so you're pivoting at the hips, not your back. You don't want to be arching your back. That's how you hurt yourself. So straight back, look like you're squatting, literally. Bend your knees. And you're going to start off with straightening your knees. So head looking forward. Start off straightening your knees, and all in one. So knees and one. Knees and one. Was this 6? Did you say 6 or 8? 8 kg. So I mean, that's a 6. That's a 12. But you don't. I mean, kettlebell's a good place to start, but you don't need a kettlebell. I mean, you could do it with, yeah. I mean, 8 kg. That's going to be 8 liters. So yeah, 8 kg is going to be fine. So yeah, I would start by that. Do something if you can do 15, do 15. If you can do 12, just do 12. Or you can go, that's reps wise, you can do time wise. If you're feeling pretty good, you can do like 30 seconds and you just do it by 30-second intervals. So you set if it's 30 seconds, right? Just as many as you can in 30 seconds. Go for it. That's going to be working hamstrings, lower back, but in a good way, lower back, not spine. This is going to be working your muscles there. Okay, next one for kettlebell. So that's back, legs. Good one with the kettlebell. Biceps is a very easy one with kettlebell. Hold there. In front of you, you're not locking your arm out to the side. You're going to keep it in front of you. So there's always going to be some tension on your bicep. 2 seconds. Not being vain, it's just so you can see the muscle engaging. So I'll bend down. I don't know how good the camera is there. So in front of you and pull. The way I think about the best way I think about it is trying to get that little finger to touch there. You won't manage it, but you can pull. It's about getting that little finger, because if you try and concentrate on a different thumb, you end up you turn your hand, which isn't what you want to do. You're trying to get your little finger to there. So when you get to the top, squeeze and then lower it down slowly. Squeeze and lower it down slowly. So that 8 kg is going to feel real heavy, really quick. So that's bicep. Got a few different movements for biceps. Picture you showed me, you've got pretty good biceps as well. So that's one. It's just a dumbbell curl. Or to change which part of the bicep you're engaging, it's as simple as just turning your hand. So now with that hand, as if we were holding a hammer, it's called a hammer curl. So like that. 8 kgs might be a bit heavy for you. You might be able to find something a little lighter. So then, because you've got quite a lot of leverage on a dumbbell. So then that's there. That works higher up and more on top rather than the sides of your bicep. So that's there. You've also got, I can't think what they're called right now, but just changing the motion from going directly up. If you then going to take your hand and you're going to bring it to your opposite pectoral. So that pulls all around the side here. So it's a very different movement. there. So that's biceps with a kettlebell. Next one, triceps. I'm seeing like, oh, you don't know what muscles are. Probably know what they are better than I do. Shit in my pockets. So you can do this with two. If you've got two, you can do. We can just do it with one. Skiing, as if you imagine spanking off a bloke next to you. So bent knees, straight back. Everything we do is always straight back, never hunch. So you're going to hurt yourself. Straight. If you want some support, chair in front of you or something, and then taking it from here, and you're going to try and take it back behind you, and you'll feel it. 8 kgs might be heavy again. Yeah, again, if you've got like a big dictionary or encyclopedia, you might be able to hold on to that. Yeah, if you get resistance bands, what you can do, I'll show you in a sec. You can just strap that to something and pull that. So you just extend it, and you're going to really, on that final push, really try and stretch it as far as you can, because you can really feel it here. Like I say, 8 kgs is it's quite heavy for that. This is a 6, and I can already feel that. But you might, even if you get a couple of reps out of an 8, that might be fine. And like I say, you can move on to a dictionary or something. And you can see that really tense in there. Okay, right. Lats, that's that bit. I know you don't like the wing thing, but it really helps pull on, sort of work all that strength up there. You get 8 kg. You can either bend down or you can lean over something, whatever's more comfortable for you. So you're going to lean slightly bent arm, and then you've got to concentrate on what you're doing, because you're going to immediately think I'm just bending my arm and pulling my arm up. It's not what I'm doing. My arm, it doesn't stay in that position, but you're going to try and focus on keeping it in that sort of same bend, and then you're pulling it as if you're pulling your shoulders back. Just pulling your shoulders back together as you're trying to touch your clavicles. No, scapula, not clavicle. Scapulas, trying to pull your scapulas together. Because you're just doing one, you're going to be pulling one. So then bent arm and pulling that in. It will take a while to be able to isolate that muscle, but that's what you're doing. And you're going to try and focus on pulling that muscle in, just using that muscle. You don't want to be swinging, we don't want momentum. It's a nice slow up, slow down, up, down. And don't think of it as an up down, think of it as, because the movement you're doing is actually pulling sideways. So you're pulling your back, your scapula in towards your spine and down. That's that. Shoulders, nice easy one for shoulders. We'll basically shoulder press, dumbbell in your hand, whatever way is more comfortable for you. You know, on the inside of your hand or the outside of your hand. I find the outside a bit more comfortable. I'm going to go, you can do this with 2, but you've got 1, so that's fine. Start in this position, bring it out to the side, push. Down, slow down. Call it a negative because you're concentrating on, because it's a lot easier to just let it go down. You actually get a really good, sort of like a free rep if you slowly bring it down and bring it down, and then in and there, and then so you're going to, it's almost like a curl. So you're bringing it with your shoulder. It's that easy that way actually. So there, here, and then there. So it's not your bicep doing it, bicep holding it, but you're pulling that forward with your shoulder, and then out, and then up, and nice and slowly down, in and down. So that movement there. It's just going to work on your rotator, because we're trying to build, we don't just want to build one single bit of the muscle. So yeah, actually Arnold press. Guess you can't guess who that's named after. Then shoulders. So really good one for shoulders. Working on that whole round, what do they call it, like 3D shoulder. So you're working on all areas of the shoulder. There's no point just having fucking massive lats and stuff, traps and stuff like that. You want a strong shoulder. Right, lay on the floor. Kettlebell here. Don't drop it on your face. Right, hand. Yeah, again, 8 kg might be a bit heavy. But you'd be surprised how strong everything is back there. So we're going to involve. This is going to involve our triceps and our shoulders. So we're going to pull it back. All the way back. There, you don't want to hurt yourself. As soon as you feel like that's your full range movement, just stop. We're not trying to stretch anything like that. We're just working up to that. We don't want to hurt ourselves. And up, all the way forward. Well, to a point, because you're going to struggle going all the way forward. You're going to feel that all up here in your shoulder. 8 kg might be a bit heavy. I don't know. I'm just going to do that. 10 of those sort of things you do. All the other ones, I haven't give you reps on. I would, because you've only got a fixed weight. You've only got 8 kg, so it would just be however many of you can do in the first set. Then try and match that in the following 2 sets. You might not be able to, so just do at that point do as many as you can. But be honest with yourself. Like if you can get another one out, try and get another one out. It's really easy to convince yourself, no, I just can't do it. But at this point, go until failure, and then we can scale stuff around when you know where you're failing or how much of something you can do. Yeah, so that's shoulder. You can do a variant of that where you bring it all the way out, but 8 kg is going to be a pig for that. It's called around the world. That really helps you rotate a cuff. That's one of the ones I've been doing to help my shoulder. So yeah, that's around there. The D. Skull crushers. This is triceps again. 8 kg. You're not gonna hurt yourself with this. So 2 hands here over your head. Oh, don't drop it. And then just over your head. And there. It's a nice easy one. I say easy. It's a fairly natural feeling. So yeah, if you'd probably be able to do 8 kg. Work on 15 max. Never go if you don't need to go over 15. If we can do over 15, generally that's time to move the weight up. If you can bash more than 15 out and you're like up the weight. So triceps yet again. It's one that you can probably work out a few, exercises for other things, but triceps isn't a natural one that you think of. Yeah, over your head, behind you. We're not trying to dislocate a shoulder, so you don't have to go that far back. Stand this way, so you can see. It's whatever feels natural. So, and then just raise. You can see that all working there. Awesome. Doing shoulders. Yeah. Did we do? Oh, so the variant of. So we did just standing. Running nose. We can increase that. It's more of a compound move. It's going to involve a lot more things. So up and then over your head, and we can make that quicker and quicker. So if we want to almost make it a cardio movement, but we're not trying to use we don't want to be using too much momentum. Obviously, we can get our cardio up by swinging it, but it wants to be controlled. We don't want to be bashing the ceiling. you actually might be too tall to put it all the way up there. I don't know how high your ceilings are. Yeah, that'll get your heart rate going, doing them a bit quicker. If you want to go outside, I wouldn't recommend doing this one inside until at least you're more confident with like holding on to that, because it's not stupid heavy. These are kettlebell swings. These are pretty good for everything because you've got 8 kg, but as soon as you start putting a bit of momentum on it, obviously centrifugal G-force, that starts making it a lot heavier. So up, hold on. I don't know how big your hands are. I have to put my little fingers here, and then swing behind you. We're always trying to keep straight back. We don't want to be hurting our back. We're not bending. We're not trying to lift anything with our spine. So behind you, up. I'm going to have to do it with a bigger one because there's no momentum on that small. So back, up. Make sure you're not going to hit your ceiling. That's why I said do it outside. And then, oh, my sternum just cracked. But yeah, it's a really good one for activating everything. And you get it faster. And what I try and do is hold it up at the top, because we don't want to be dropping it behind us or dropping it on our head. So, and stop up at the top. And then if you're feeling confident outside, you want to get a bit more weight, or it's not extra weight, just feels heavier. You can really throw it down behind your legs, but you'll work up to that. And then it's a big pull back, because obviously you're stopping all the momentum that it's got and trying to accelerate the opposite way. So that makes it a big push. Few things on when you're pushing or pulling the weight. Generally, we're trying to exhale on the effort, on the bigger effort. So that'll keep you, because you'll forget to breathe. So bicep curl, exhale. That automatically tenses everything up anyway. So out, in on the release. But we're still going to try and do that slowly, because that's going to get the most out of everything. So that helps keep you breathing, because if you're like doing weights, you don't want to be having to stop lifting weight because you're out of breath. You want to have to stop lifting weight because your arm hurts or your whatever muscle hurts because you've lifted it so much. Yeah, that's a good one for kettlebells. I mean, abs and stuff. Body weight is still great. I mean, if you've got the kettlebell there, you can put your feet under your sofa. That makes it a bit easier. Is this still recording? Yep. You can put your feet under the sofa. That'll help. Yeah, so you can just do so you can do crunches or something. So even if you don't put your feet under there, hands behind your head or on the side of your head is better, because you don't want to wrench your neck. We're not trying to pull out. So, and then if your feet are under the sofa, you can do a normal sit-up. And you just come up to there, nice and slow. We're not trying to jerk anything. And when you get to the top, you get the most out of it. It's crunch, all like really tense up there. Pull everything in as if you're trying to get your shoulders to your hips, and lower it back down and up. And then we can do a crunch. It's just a variant of that. Obviously, I don't know how this is going to go with your colitis. I don't want to upset everything, but if you've got you build up the core strength, you can lift your feet just off the floor. I don't know if you can see that, but they're just only like an inch off the floor. That's hard enough to hold. You feel everything start to shake. And then you can do crunches like that. I can't talk while I'm doing this. I'll never be. That's, yeah. Other body weight stuff you can do. Press up. I'll start. Show our hands slightly further than shoulder width apart. Nice straight line. We're not looking for hunched arse in the air. We're not looking for fucking downward, what is it called? Downward dog? No, not downward dog. I don't know. Stretchy dog, whatever the yoga pose is. So, nice straight line. Eyes looking forward. And we're going to go down until our chin or chest touches the floor. Looking forward, not looking down. And up. If you're struggling, if you can get one out of it and then hold it, so you're holding your body weight off the floor, that's cool. If you're struggling still, put your knees on the floor, but don't lean back into it so your knees are taken away, because I can obviously, I can stay there like that. That's, arms are taking nothing there. When I say put knees on the floor, I mean try and, as if you were in that position, and sometimes just holding that position is good enough. You can hold that position for 20 seconds. That's going to work on your core a lot. Your shoulders and arms are going to be taking some of that. If you can't do that, just bring that on, but still leaning way forward. So if I were to move my arms now, I would fall. That's what you're looking for. So then, you've not got the added weight of your legs. My floor smells. That's disgusting. It smells like cat. I mopped it yesterday. Right. That